With the 2023 box office officially out of the way, one thing's been made very clear. The company to make the most amount of profit and to put out the best, most consistent revenue-making films was Disney. But even though Disney had the power to do this, it's still a far cry to pre-pandemic box office. And now Hollywood analysts are suspecting things aren't going to return to normal till after 2025. So again, if you look at the box office for 2023, it was still a pretty good year, especially when it comes to the domestic, which hit $9 billion. And this was with the combined efforts of 33 big tentpole blockbuster films. Again, not all of them are major hits making billions, but once you add it all up, you can see how 33 films contribute to this. To no one's surprise, again, Disney is at the top of it. And of course, there's a couple other hits out there from like Paramount and Universal. But when you combine everything, Disney was really on top. And comparing this to previous years, it's definitely nowhere near close to, peak Hollywood, which many people would say was like Infinity War, Endgame, and all those blockbusters coming out. And again, it makes sense. So analysts are looking at trends, they're looking at numbers, and they're looking at interest and trying to gauge when they think it's going to get back to normal. Essentially, end of 2025 will be there. And I could just say that this is probably due to the fact that we're getting Avengers, Kang Dynasty, and Secret Wars, so they know those will be big. Those alone have the potential to drive $2 billion plus each. Secret Wars more than likely will push it way beyond that. There's going to be more Avatar films. Again, I don't care if you don't like it or not. That's cool. The film's still making money. So the proof is right there that people want to see it. That's going to contribute more with the third and fourth entry when we get to it. A new Star Wars film that will be coming out. So it's all going to slowly start to recover once they figure out what do people want and when are people more than likely comfortable on going and seeing these films, and at the same time, what will drive them for repeat viewings, I think is another major factor here, which again, to me, if we look at the patterns, it only seems to be specific films now that are drawing repeat viewings, and not even all MCU films like they used to. So I honestly think that the conversation is going to shift which films are going to get the most repeat customers like they used to back in the day. Because you look at some people, they went and saw Infinity War and Endgame 5, 6, 7 times. I saw Endgame like 5 times in the theater. So there's definitely going to be something there. And certainly more Spider-Man is going to do that. The bigger, the more grandiose that the films get, they're all going to contribute. And I think soon enough studios will figure out what their own big event films are, and you're going to see those being the biggest ones. And then the smaller stuff will just kind of fluff out the sides and boost these numbers up for whatever that's worth.